Hello everybody, I hope that you all are doing great. I'm also fit and fine by the grace of Almighty. So 2 years ago I just started my English learning journey and it's a long time. So right now you can see me right now in this place, and when I have started my English learning journey, on that time also I was in this place, and I was on that time thinking that how should I start, how should I make a video. But on that time I was not that much of confidence that I can make video in front of camera, because on that time I just really started my English learning journey. So that how can you practice, how can you make video in front of camera when you just started learning this. But I have that much of confidence to make a video because I was a guy that who don't think about people's. So that I have started my English learning journey from this room, because if you watch my first video, you saw that there are lots of instruments I have talked about. It's actually in this room. It's my father's room. He's a music director, so he have lots of musical instrument. So I thought that if I am starting learning English, so why not I should speak in this topic. So I don't have that much, I was not able to find any topics on that time, and so that's why I just try to talk with musical instrument. So yeah, what I want to tell you just that if you don't have anything for starting your English learning journey, you can start like this. Open your camera and speak in front of camera. Whatever you can, just speak in front of camera. Don't need to think about others. You don't need to post in social media. Just practice your English, and after making videos, watch that video, what you have done on that video, what mistakes you have done. So if you find lots of mistakes, you need to practice more. If you find then not that much of mistakes, you need to practice more than more. So because practice is more essential than mistakes. If you mistakes good, you need to practice. If you do more mistakes, you need to practice more. So basically I just want to tell you that there are lots of people, they don't start English learning journey, and there are lots of people, they got stuck in front of camera. Only in front of camera, they can't even speak in front of a mirror, and they are shy to speak English. Basically it happens with me every time whenever I try to make video when I was 2 years ago. And right now wherever and whenever I try to make video, I just don't fear with anyone and don't feel shy. If you see my videos, you can notice. And yeah, right now I am that much of confidence that I can make video in anywhere. There is no need to think about others. So basically I just want to tell you, whenever you are starting your English learning journey, try to make it more difficult, because whenever you will make more difficult, you will try more. So if it will not be difficult, you will not try that much of in English. So when I started my first video in this room, if you believe or not, I just made my first video in this room and I just upload it on YouTube. I don't feel that much of shy, because I know that if I consistently upload videos on YouTube, that can make my English consistent. So that's why I just started my YouTube channel. There is no other earning or anything reason. So basically I just want to tell you, if you don't have that much of confidence to make a video in front of camera, just try to speak in front of mirror, because in future you have to speak in front of people. So what we will do in future, whenever you will go to others, you know English very well, you can understand it, you can think it more better than me, but you can't express yourself, because you are getting stuck whenever you try to speak in front of people. And yeah, I have also mistakes, I do also lots of mistakes, because right now also I'm learning. But I think that in future, in 5 months or 4 months, I will be able to learn this language very advanced, because I will give my best in 5 months, because I don't have that much of work for do. And yeah, so I just made this video because there are lots of people, they don't want to speak in front of camera, also speak in front of mirror. And self-talk, I think it's more important than reading and speaking. And listening is very important, I think that, because one thing I have noticed that whenever I try to listen any English songs or English movies, that time there are lots of words comes in my mind, and after that I try to recognize it and I try to make video on that I can use that word in that video. So it really helps me a lot. So if you can do this, you can do this. And if you have another path for learning this language, you can practice like on that path. But it doesn't matter, you can practice anywhere, any way. You have to just learn the language and express your thoughts in others, to others. So that's the thing, that you have to learn how to express your thoughts to others. But I think that what am I doing, it's the easiest way to learn this language. Not even learning, making confidence in front of others whenever you will give any podcast. So one thing I have to tell you, that whenever you will go to abroad or something like that, if that your opponent speak English, then what you will do, you need to give him counter speak, isn't it? So if you have to give it, so how you will give it? Because like texting others in English in social medias, understand very well, better than me, but you can't express your thought. So you just have to know this, you just have to remember this, that you will not be able to speak in front of others because of your practice, because you didn't practice any time. And yeah, that's the thing, that you have to practice. If a person in his native language, if a person don't practice, practice if a person don't practice, when if a person, whenever they try to speak in their native language, if they don't practice how to speak to others in a in a face off or in a face cam, so they will not be able to practice in front of camera, also in front of other people in native language also, because it's very hard to make confidence like this. So you have to practice like this. And you see that I make lots of mistakes, and make lots of stuck, because I didn't practice really well from last few months. So I just need to lock in for 5 months or 4 months, and I will improve my English very well, because I need to improve. It's the real time for making improve in front of camera or in front of people. So I just made this video for telling you guys that how you can make your confidence level up, that you can make videos also, then you can practice English with others in front of camera, also in conversation, or whenever you go to talk to people, then you don't need to feel shy. If you practice like this, it's the easiest way to make you feel confidence. And if one time you have get the confidence, you will get everything, you don't need anything. If you don't know even English, you can express your thoughts. Confidence is the best thing that you have to know. If you know, you can practice you can do anything, not in English, everything you can do. You need to have a confidence. And also one thing, consistency, it's the best thing that you have to know. So that's the video. I just want to tell you how I started my English learning journey, and right now I am in the normal level. I just need to go to advanced level for English. And yeah, you have to practice like this way. You can practice if you want, and if you have another path, you can practice like on that path. It doesn't mean you need to practice your English whatever you want, whenever you want. You have to express your